All right, what's up, y'all? So today, it's a lot of me talking, not a lot of content, but I honestly believe this is one of my most important videos. I'm really sharing a lot of information, and it's based on my personal experience, and that's what my journey is about. I'm documenting my journey, and I want to help as many people as I can, and I support everyone that is looking to free themselves from the 9 to 5. That's what I did. Regardless of what you choose to do, working for yourself it's the best decision I ever made. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, it's gonna be a lot of me talking, but I honestly believe this is one of my most important videos.
All right, what is up? We are back at it again. We are doing one delivered order. I actually wasn't planning on working today, but I'm not gonna turn down a high-paying delivered order. So I'm gonna go knock this out, and then I got something to talk to y'all about. Hold on, let me flip the camera around. I got my my Sleep Number beanie on. I actually like this beanie, it's really warm. I like wearing Sleep Number stuff because it reminds me of what I used to do. Feels good. So anyways, I'm about to go get this high-paying order, and then I just gotta talk to y'all about a very important subject. I really want to get it out while it's on my mind. Just bear with me. I'm gonna try to get my point across as quick as I can. All right, y'all, getting close to my pickup. I've never been to this restaurant before, so it might be a hole in the wall. I have no idea, but we should be rolling up to it in a minute. My nav is saying it's gonna be right up in this little shopping center right here. I think this is it right here. Panchitos. I'm about to park right here. All right, y'all. So they told me to park in the back. I guess there's a little driveway right here. Yep, looks like it is. Turn on Annie. Yeah, she said it's a big order, so they was like worried about the size of my vehicle. They don't even want like a minivan, they want a cargo van for this. So they told me to park in front of this is their little company vehicle. So she said park right in front of it. Yes, ma'am. All right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Get me loaded up so we can go. All right, y'all, so it's really starting to come down now, the rain. So this is the whole order. All this right here. And to be honest with you, this will fit in my minivan. It is not that big of an order. I know delivered, I get it. I understand that they want to make sure they got a big enough vehicle. So they was kind of panicking yesterday, but this will fit in my minivan, to be honest. Maybe even in a car. But it's cool. All right, let's knock it out. All right, y'all, I'm pulling up to my stop, my delivery. I do not remember this place. I don't think I've been here before. So the only info I have is I have a contact person, their name, and it says number 150, which I'm thinking the suite number. So I'm just gonna go I'm gonna go in the front, figure out where I need to go, get this unloaded. Is this the right address? Yep, it is. All right, so we just about to park right here for a minute. All right, I'm probably gonna have to make 2 more trips. Probably about 2 more trips would be good. Thank you. Did you hit that? Thank you. Karen Christensen.
What's up, dude?
Hello.
You want to go out and then go down there and I'll meet you out there, okay?
All right, thank you. All right. Okay. I probably gotta make like 2, maybe 3 more trips. It's a lot of stuff. Oh, okay. Thank you.
I think just this table should be fine.
All right.
I think that other one has stuff on it. Or that one too, it doesn't matter.
Okay. All right, it's the second trip. All right, so 1 more trip should be good. Should I put these in here? All right, let's get a photo and we out. All right, y'all, done with that order. Today is supposed to be my day off. This is my wife's only day off because she works 4 days a week. And but I got this delivered order yesterday. I'm not gonna turn it down. So $85 on my day off, I'll take it. The pickup was at 10:20 and must be delivered by 11. I got it delivered on time, so less than an hour, $85, I'll take it. So I'm about to head back home, but I do, like I said, I just want to talk to y'all about a very important subject, so just give me a minute. All right, y'all, I made it home. I just want to get through this as quickly as possible. I just want to share this. Something that's been on my mind. I actually saw a great video made by Everything Apex. This video right here. I'm not going to talk about it too much. You have to watch that video. I put the link in the description. So anyways, this is my opinion. So everything I'm about to say is based on my opinion. It's based on my personal experience. I have almost a year experience now. And that's all it is. So you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to, you know, you can write whatever you want in the comments. I love to hear what you guys think about it, but I like the dialogue. Like, we need to talk more and get these subjects out there. But the whole purpose of my channel, I try to target, it's more of the newer people that's looking into it, people that's stuck on a 9-to-5 and they always wanted to have their own business. I personally don't promote the cargo van. I don't say quit your job and get a cargo van. That's something that you have to decide. You have to see if that works for you. But I promote freedom. I promote, you know, for that guy that's, you know, a cook at Chili's and he loves cooking and making new recipes. He's working for a company. You know, what's stopping you from starting your own business? You know, even if you start with a food cart, like, you know, that's all it is. Like, working for yourself, that's what I promote. So no matter what type of job you do. So anyway, let me get right to it. So the 3 things that I'm gonna hit on is, 1, I had to write this stuff down. I know I'm gonna miss some stuff, but let me just go through it. So number 1 is why OTR and local gig apps type work. Local work versus OTR is not the same. I hear that from a lot of people that it's similar, it's the same. It's not the same. I'm gonna explain why. You cannot compare the two. The second thing is why being responsible is required of you. As a driver, you have a responsibility and you have to be responsible. That is required of you. I don't care what business you're in, what type of work you're doing in your cargo van or sprinter van, whatever, you are required to be responsible. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. And then the last thing is why you should always think for yourself and do for yourself. I push that heavily. Doesn't matter if you're a business owner or you're just a 1099 independent contractor, sole proprietor. You need to think for yourself and operate and do for yourself. Think for yourself. Don't listen to the crowd. A lot of people listen to the crowd and they let the crowd manipulate their decisions. So that's the 3 topics. So this was inspired by Everything Apex. He talked about OTR and how some drivers are driving down the rates and just taking anything. And the video that I'm showing is he talked about a load that came out that was paying basically 52 cents a mile. It was like 1,700 miles, $900. And that type, like, it's ridiculous that even came out. So anyways, I'm not going to get into that. You got to watch his video. He talks about it. But it inspired me to talk about OTR versus gig app work and how they're different. They're not the same. A lot of people talk down on people that do gig apps and the orders and the amount that people are doing loads for, and they're trying to compare it to OTR. It's not the same. So great video, check it out. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but he did talk about that, and I actually did a video myself. I explained my opinion about the OTR bidding system and how I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it's a bad system, and it's not meant for you to succeed. But I'll get more into that later. I mean, you can succeed, but I'll get to that later. So here we go. So I hear a lot of terms. This is used a lot, and I'm new. I'm still a rookie. I'm still learning. This is just me sharing all my experience. So I hear the word thirsty a lot. People say you're thirsty. I hear desperate. You are desperate. And I hear irresponsible. Those are the 3 main words that I hear a lot, especially coming from people that's been in the game for a long time. That's one of the biggest issues that they have with the new drivers coming in. So for OTR, I'm going to say yes. I agree 100%. There are thirsty drivers. They are desperate. And they are irresponsible. For OTR, I'm going to say 100% yes. I agree. For local gig app work, meaning you're a local driver in your city, you're signed up with a bunch of gig apps like Dispatch, Freight, Dolly, all that, I'm going to say no. That is not something that thirsty is not part of it. Being desperate is not part of it. Being irresponsible is not part of it in a general sense. It could be individually, but in a general sense, no. So here's my point. Let me get right to it. So I'm gonna start with OTR first. So OTR is time sensitive, right? Expedite loads. We need this item to go from A to B within this time frame. They have dedicated customers. So you have customers that are relying on these brokers to get these loads dispatched out to a reliable carrier okay? And it requires you to be authorized to carry loads. So you have to go through a process of getting authorized. You have to have an active MC. You have to have a decent, good driving record. It's a lot of variables that go into it. It's a lot of qualifications that go into it. It's a certain amount of insurance you have to do it. A lot of qualifications, right? So as an OTR driver, carrier service, whether you are a business or not, I'm going to say business because I like business owners. More than likely, you own your own business. This is your carrier service that you're providing for the customer, the brokers, the middleman. They're dishing these loads out. Customers are relying on good service. They want good service. So it's not like gig apps. It's different because you're moving things that's time sensitive. It could be something that's needed for a surgery. We need it within 48 hours to save somebody's life. We need an engine part, a motor part, an airplane part. These things are time sensitive. Like, it has to move. Very different than the gig apps. And then more importantly is bidding. Bidding is part of the system for OTR. Bidding is not part of the system for gig apps, and I'll get to that in a minute. So you must be responsible. As an OTR driver, you must be a responsible person. You must know what you're worth, your profit, your profitability. You must know that. What the decisions that you make in OTR can affect the entire market. Okay, the decisions that you make as an OTR driver can affect the entire market. Okay, you have to know your expenses. In OTR, you cannot just see a load that pays $1,700 and just take it, and you have no idea what your expenses are. You don't know your cost per mile. You don't know anything. You're just seeing $1,700 and, man, I'm about to go get that. It does not work like that. Absolutely not. And people that have done that, they don't last. And I totally get it. So I'm talking about OTR. Here's the key point. The difference between gig apps and OTR is the bidding. I put bidding equals power. Okay. Driver equals control. Remember that statement. I'm gonna come back to that. All right. So gig apps. So gig apps, local company, they can, here's some of the differences. They can hire anyone. Okay. Anybody can't do OTR. You have to be authorized. So whether you have an MC or you're running under somebody with the MC, you got to have a certain level of insurance. You got to have a certain type of vehicle, a certain size vehicle. It's a lot of requirements. I'm not going to go through everything. So gig apps hire anybody. They can hire anybody. There's no insurance requirement for the gig apps. You can have regular insurance or you can have commercial insurance, but there's no requirement. That's totally up to you. The industry is controlled by the company. The company controls the market that they're in. They have total control of it. They control how many customers they have. They control what type of work they put out. They control the pay. They control the number of drivers. They have total control. As a driver, a gig driver, you do not have control of that. There are investors. Okay, there's a lot of investors that's part of these gig companies. Okay, and when you invest, what are you expecting, right? You expect a return. Like when you invest in something, you're looking for a return. Keep these in mind. You got to remember this stuff. There's no there's no system of bidding. Okay, there's no bidding system. There's only one app that I know of called Curry. Curry is the only app that I know that you can actually bid on a load with the gig company. None of the apps that I use offer that. So you basically, whatever comes out is a flat rate. That's what the load comes out as. You either accept it or deny it. You either do it or you don't. That's it. Yeah, they'll add a bonus, $5, $10, but I mean, even the bonus is not going to pay you what you're worth. Something that I hear a lot about the gig apps, from a lot of people is that their market is oversaturated. It's too many drivers. And a lot of them will blame people like me, content creators. You guys are promoting all these gig apps and everybody's signing up, and oh my goodness, there's so many drivers. That is a misconception. You guys, you really got to think about what you're saying. That is not true. So I know this firsthand, but I'm going to tell you, the gig companies, you have to think like an owner. If you're a gig company owner, you own a gig app, and you start in this market, and let's say you have 10 customers. You have 10 customers, and you're going to hire 1099 drivers to run these loads for you, to deliver these orders for your customers. If you have 10 customers, how many drivers would you hire? Would you hire 10 drivers? Would you hire 20 drivers? Would you hire 30 drivers? Would you hire 50 drivers? That's my question to you. And you have to think like a business person. You got to be business minded. How do you want this business to succeed? How do you want to please these customers? So if you said 10 drivers, you need to get out this business. I'm just be honest. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know what everyone's answer is, but I'm hiring 50 drivers, maybe even more. That's just me. That's exactly how it works. Okay, these gig companies, they purposely oversaturate the market. Why? Because I have the power to say no. I don't want to do that load. So if you got 10 customers and 10 drivers, and all of them said no, you know, or only 2 of them accept loads and the rest of them are not working, what are you going to do? How are you going to please these 10 customers? You literally have to oversaturate the market to get these loads done. That's just how it is. That's reality. The prices, okay? The prices. You have to think reality. So in a perfect world, yes, I would love to deliver a washer, a dryer, refrigerator, whatever for $100. Like, that's worth it to me. A lot of us we point fingers at, oh man, why would you do that load, man? They only paid you 50 bucks. They only paid you 60 bucks. You got to think reality. So reality is, okay, where's this money coming from? The money that you're getting paid, where is it coming from? Okay, it's coming from the customers, okay? Whether it's a business or a private citizen, they can use these apps and they use it to save money. So you have to remember that these customers, they're not trying to spend a lot of money. They're using these apps to save money. So you gotta be very realistic. So number one, how much is a customer willing to pay? Honestly. So I'm gonna think like a customer. If I just bought a refrigerator from Best Buy and I spent $700, how much do you really think I'm gonna pay to have it delivered? Okay. Honestly, I am not spending more than $100. That's just me. I would not spend not 1 cent more than $100. This is reality. So let's say you have an order and the customer is like me. They only want to spend $100. So if you get a refrigerator order, say on Dolly, and the customer is only willing to spend $100 to get that refrigerator, how much do you think Dolly's going to pay you, the driver, and your helper? They have to split that $100. And don't forget, this company's run by investors. Okay, Dolly's is gonna make their cut. That's how they make their money. How else you think they pay their dispatchers and everybody employed? You know, the money's got to come from somewhere. So these investors got to get their money. Dolly got to get their money. It's a lot of hands in the pot. So if you think that you're gonna get $100, you, the driver, and your helper's gonna get, you know, $70, that's not reality. You got to think reality. The money is coming from these customers. You are not gonna get paid what you're worth. These gig apps, they're not set up to pay you what you're worth. So if you're one of those people that's constantly pointing fingers at other people and saying, man, why would you do that for $40? Why would you do that $50? That's not reality. If you think you're gonna back these gig app companies into a corner and they're gonna just pay you more because, you know, oh, everybody, we're not taking orders no more. We're not until you raise our pay. It does not work like that. The second reason why it's not gonna work like that is because the gig companies, there's no guarantee. If you read their terms and conditions, there's no guarantee. They don't guarantee you work and they don't guarantee the customer delivery. Okay, the customer understands that these are independent contract. Well, they should know. They don't read it. Nobody reads the terms and conditions, but there's no guarantee of delivery. So I have personally seen, I purposely watched one order that literally came out 3 days straight. Okay, I think it was a refrigerator. I don't know. You know what? I think it was a refrigerator. I watched it. I purposely watched it to see how long is that load going to keep coming out. It literally came out like 3 times, 3 days, 3 days straight. And then finally, I'm assuming either somebody took it or it got canceled. One or the other. But that's reality. That's how the gig apps work. And that's why it's not the same as expediting. Expedite, there is no cancellation. There is no, oh, we'll just do it another day. No, it has to move. Like, it needs to go from A to B. That's a huge difference. When you have a customer that bought a sofa from Living Spaces and, they, paid $60 to get it delivered so that you get $35 and the helper gets $20. Like, some of y'all think that these customers deserve this great service. Absolutely not. That's trash. But that's the type of order that's going to come out. And they're going to get that type of service. So if nobody accepts that order, guess what? It either gets canceled or it comes out later in the day. I've watched many of those on GoShare. The customer puts it out, nobody takes it. Then they put it out again at 3 o'clock and then at 5 o'clock and then the next day. That is totally different. It's not the same as expediting. Okay, there's a different level of precedence. So what I did is I did an experiment, and you could do this too. Go on Dolly website. Dolly website, just put Dolly app in Google and their website will come up. Click on their website, pretend to be a customer, and put a fake order in. So that's what I did. I put a fake order in, and I asked to have a refrigerator delivered from A to B. It was like a 10-mile drive, no stairs. You can put all that in. You'll see. Try to book a job like a customer and put all the information in. You can put an address in. You can put, how many helpers you want, all that stuff. I went through the whole process as if I was a customer. So I did that. And let me try to find it real quick. So I did that, and I put in, the first time I put 2 helpers. I asked for 2 helpers, no stairs, deliver my refrigerator. I think it was next week. So it was like a week later. And between like 11 and 1 or something like that. And I asked for a pickup truck. Say, I want a pickup truck. So the charge that Dolly is going to charge me to have my refrigerator delivered is $177. And that is with a pickup truck. Okay. That's the charge. So I got to pay $177. And out of that $177, how much do you think the driver is going to get? So this the numbers that we're playing with. I'm just guessing. I don't know, because I've seen refrigerators as low as $30. I've seen refrigerators as high as $100 and something. And I think that's based on the tip. I think the tip makes a difference. So that's the charge. So I did it again. I put the exact same order. Nothing changed. Only thing I changed was the vehicle. I did not ask for a pickup truck. I asked for a cargo van. Exact same order. This is what I had to pay. $269, almost $100 more. So now it makes sense why customers ask for pickup truck. And I've witnessed this myself. I did a GoShare where the lady purposely picked a pickup truck because it was cheaper, but she wanted a cargo van. So when I showed up in my cargo van, she was happy because it was a bunch of personal items. And, not knocking pickup trucks, but, your stuff if I was a customer, I feel better putting my TV that I just purchased or my sofa that I just purchased in a cargo van, a covered cargo van, and not on somebody's pickup truck. That's just me. But these people are cheap. All they want to save as much money as they can, and they'll request a pickup truck knowing they want a cargo van or a box truck or whatever. Look at the difference in pay. Okay? And you wonder, okay, if these people were forced to select the correct vehicle, like if Dolly said, this vehicle requires a cargo van, that's what you have to get, this is what you're gonna pay, I think your pay would increase. Obviously, I mean, $269. How much of that they gonna give us, or are they gonna be honest? Y'all know who these people are. You know, somebody might pay $269 and they still gonna pay us $60 or $70 to deliver that refrigerator. And look how much they're pocketing. That's the stuff you got to think about. But the whole point is, you don't have control. You can't control the pay. I don't care what you do. Somebody's gonna do that order. Somebody is gonna do it. And if you think that, oh, we're gonna back them into a corner, let's stop doing these low ball orders. What is a low ball order? You know, if I had 10 drivers and I gave them a scenario, the exact same scenario, how much would you charge? All 10 drivers are gonna give you different prices. Every last one of them. I guarantee it, because I've done that before. And the prices are gonna range tremendously for the same exact job. So everybody doesn't think alike. A lot of people base their prices based on their expenses. You know, everybody's expenses are different, you know? So anyways, I don't want to dwell on that too much. I hope you guys get the point. So I just want to go back to what I said about OTR. OTR, I said bidding equals power and driver equals control. So what do I mean by that? OTR is a bidding system. That's what you're required to do. And as a bid, so there's a balance. It's shipper wants to save money. So if we give it to the lowest bidder, shipper saves money. Driver gets, let me do it this way. Shipper saves money, right? Driver gets less. Or shipper pays more, driver gets more, right? It's that balance. And you know, it's almost like you just can't both win. So you're dealing with money, and ethics and values and all that goes out the door when you're dealing with money. Straight up. Like, I'm gonna be honest, people do anything for money. And I respect everything Apex, because he's a lot like me when it comes to business. He runs a professional business, and he's not gonna sell out to be a bad business. You're doing bad business by accepting a load that pays you 52 cents a mile. It affects everyone. I'm like him. I had a situation with Delivered where I had a huge order. They had 2 drivers. I showed up. The other driver did not show up. The manager was begging me, asking me to take everything. I have a huge van. Everything fits. It was unnecessary to have another driver. I have no idea where the other driver is. I had no contact information. So I don't know if they're going to show up. And I did what I felt was morally right. As a business owner, I think about the customer. The customer paid this order today. I just did. The customer paid $1,500. You know, this is the money that they're spending for this huge meal. And for me to say, no, I'm just going to take my part. I don't really care. I'm just going to deliver my part so I can get my money. And I go deliver hot food, and then 30 minutes later, here come the cold food, or it never shows up. And I had an opportunity to make it right for the customer. That's me. I'm a business owner. I need customers. That's the service I'm gonna always give customers. I don't care what platform I'm on. I don't care if Delivered did them wrong. I don't care. You know, I don't care about that. If that was my mom, what if that was my mom ordering that? You know, that order. What if that was your relative? You know, like, I think about that stuff. So if you're the type of person that's like, you know, I just want my money, I don't care what happens, that's bad business. That is horrible business. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I will do that every single time. Even if it means less money, I'm gonna do it every single time. That's just how I am. I was raised like that. So anyways, bidding equals power. With OTR, you have the power to bid. And if you didn't know, you actually can control the market, the drivers. You can control the pay and the market with that bidding system. How is that possible? Well, guess what? Nothing gets done without us. Expediters, big rig, 18-wheelers, everybody that's on the road, transportation, nothing gets done without you. If every single driver stopped driving, the U.S. will fall apart. I don't care how big the ship is that's bringing stuff in. When that thing docks, guess what? It's got to go from A to B now. It's got to go across the state to here, to there, to wherever. and you're taking it, you're driving it, you're taking that item that is very important, whether it's food or, you know, fuel or whatever it is, you're the one that's moving it across the United States. And that is power, okay? You control the market with your bidding. So by being able to bid, and this would take a huge cooperation from everyone, which that's why I say it's almost impossible, because trying to get everyone, you know, trained and, you know, understanding their expenses and their worth and their value is really difficult, because you have, again, you have thirsty people, you have desperate people, and you have people that's irresponsible. I say that pertains to OTR. These people right here affect the market. If you didn't know it, you have power. You have power, and if you say no, I am not moving that for that rate, what choice do they have? Do you really think they're gonna say, oh, you know what, you know, I guess we just not gonna get it delivered, you know, we're not gonna move that, you know, that respirator that somebody needs to live another day, you know, to survive, we just ain't gonna move it? They don't have no choice. They have to pay you. They have to pay you your worth. You have that power. Bidding equals power. But to try to get everyone on that page and to understand that, it's almost impossible. It really is, because there's too many irresponsible people out there, too many thirsty people, too many people that don't take the time to learn their value and their expenses. So the second part of that is driver equals control. You control the market. I told you guys about a big rig driver YouTube channel that I came across. He's in California. He's hurting financially. And he was begging and pleading for people to listen, understand your worth and your power. You have power. Like, why are you running these loads? And people, he's like, you know, people are acting desperate, and, you know, like, he's like, do something else. Like, stop running these loads. You can actually control the market. And he's begging and pleading people to do that. And I feel his pain. And that's why I don't want no part of it. I don't want no part of that system. I don't like it. And I thank God that he drove me away from it. I don't want no part of it. So let me close this out. My last point. I'm sorry this video is super long. I'm just yapping on, but I just got to put this out, man, because it's important to me. So for local gig apps, knowing how they operate, how it's not meant for you to make what you're worth. The system is not made for you to make $100 or more delivering a washer, a dryer, a refrigerator. Like, you can get an order that's great paying, but 99% of the time it's because of the customer. You got a great tip. I've done freight orders where, you know, I delivered a big old, you know, huge item, or, you know, something really heavy, and got $35, and then I got, you know, $90 delivering a ladder. Like, it's based on the customer. So you'll get lucky every now and then, but most of the time you're gonna get way less than what the order's worth. So knowing that, you cannot be mad at people that's doing local gig work, because I personally know people that are retired. Some people are retired and getting benefits. Some people do not even need the money. They are literally retired. They got plenty of money, but they're just bored. And you can't stop them from buying a cargo van. If that's what they want to do, they can go buy a cargo van. They can jump on as many gig apps as they want, and they can literally profit every day, because they don't have expenses. They don't have the same expenses as you. So that order that is paying $30 and you think it should be $60, why are you mad that they did it? You know, that's still a profit for them. Maybe not for you based on your situation, but a lot of you people say that based on, oh, you know, if you take it, they're going to raise the price. No, they're not. They're not going to raise the price. You're not going to get paid more. I don't know. Stop believing that. It's not true. And believe me, I've talked to 2 dispatchers on 2 different gig companies. They are not going to pay you. Now, they can throw you a bone every now and then. They do have money to play with. But it's more of an urgent order. It's not like, oh, you know, this person refusing to take this order, let's pay them, let's pay them $60 instead of $30. It don't work like that. You're not going to back them into a corner. That's just not how it works. There's too many hands in the pot. So that's why I say you got to think for yourself and you got to do for yourself. If you're worried about other people, you're wasting your time. You got to adjust to what you can do, what works for you. And this, I'm getting to my last part. So this is where I say being responsible for yourself is very important. So I have my own business and I do whatever is beneficial for my business. I don't care about what other people say or what they think. I'm so glad I do not listen to people that have told me don't do it. Like the military. When I joined the military, I had a lot of people, even family, friends, don't do it. You're not going to make it. You ain't going to make it past basic training. You might get killed. You're going to get sent to war. You're going to hate it. All this negative. Just don't do it. All that. Thank God I did not listen to them. Because when I joined, I was not thinking about the now. I knew it was going to hurt. It was going to be difficult. I knew it was going to be a tough time in my life. But I said, if I make it through this, what is the benefits? What is the benefits of me joining the military? And I looked at everything and I said, you know what? I got the VA loan where I can buy a house with no money down, which I've used before. I bought my first house with it. I got the GI Bill where I can go to school for free. I did that. I went to school. I got my bachelor's degree for free. And they gave me money, extra money every month. I got health benefits, which I'm utilizing now. I get discounts, veteran discounts, pretty much everywhere. I get free burial, right? That's another burden that my family don't have to deal with. I got financial benefits, right? I get paid every month, tax-free money, hard-earned money that I deserve. Okay, I am a war veteran. I did get injured. I'm reaping the benefits of that. I'm also a veteran with an honorable discharge. Nobody could take that away from me. That's something that I will carry all the way to my grave. So these are things that I was thinking about. How is this decision that I'm making now? It hurts, but how is this going to benefit me years later? It's a lifelong benefit that I'm so glad I made that decision, because I almost did not join, and I'm so glad I did. And I encourage young people to do it. Think about all the benefits that you get by being a veteran. If I listened to the people that were telling me don't do it, no, all that, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Second thing, I'm a business owner, right? I always wanted to be a business owner. When I left my job, I told everybody I'm gonna start my own delivery business, and they laughed at me. All of them. They laughed at me. Even higher ups. You can't do it. You'll be back. We'll see you in 3 months. It's too hard. It's too much paperwork. It's too much liability. It's too difficult. How you gonna get customers? That's everything. They throwing all that at me. And if I let that affect me and I listen to them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. But I was focused. I was determined. And I trust in God. And I said, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do this because my heart is in it. What is the benefits? What am I looking at? Yeah, it's starting off slow. I'm not making a ton of money. But what are the benefits of me making that one decision? Leaving my 9-to-5 and starting my own business. There's no limit. There's no limit to what I can do, what I can become, how much I can make. There's no limit. Literally no limit. I got something to pass on to my kids. I have an inheritance. Not just my house and my cars and my bank accounts and all that. I got a business that I could pass on to my kids. That is huge for me. And I got family members, friends. I can't say that about a lot of people I know. For me to be able to pass something like that on to my kids, like, man, that's huge. Financial freedom. I don't know anyone that has financial freedom on a 9-to-5. At least not that I know of personally. Everyone that has financial freedom work for themselves, that I know. So this is the road, the path that I chose to get to financial freedom, by starting my own business. This is how you get there. I have full control of my time. Absolute total control. Nobody can tell me where to be, when to be, what to do, all that stuff. I control all that. Everything. All my time, I got it back. Whatever day off I want, however long vacation I want to take, I got Total control. I am a business owner, a black business owner at that, which I don't, you know, that's something that for me, that's special, you know, because I have my biggest enemy, unfortunately, a lot of times is my own people. They throw stones and rocks at me, and I'm like, I'm trying to be a business owner, man. I'm trying to own something. I'm trying to pass something on to my kids, and this how you gonna treat me? I'm a business owner. That's something nobody could take away from me. That's something that I accomplished. I chose to do, and I accomplished. And then the tax benefits. The tax benefits. That's alone is huge. I'm learning right now firsthand the benefits of owning a business. The tax benefits that you get is crazy. So anyways, I do have one more section to talk about. I'm gonna save it for my next video. So remember this video. My very next video, I'm gonna talk about Roadie. I'm gonna tell you why Roadie is one of my favorite apps and why it could benefit you. And it does tie into what I was just talking about with the gig apps, of how you need to focus on yourself. Don't worry about other people. Don't try to tell other people what orders they should do. And I'm gonna tell you why. And Roadie is one of the main reasons it's gonna help prove my point. So video long enough. Sorry, it's super long. It's probably over an hour long. I don't know, but I just had to get this info out. I hope it helps somebody. Share your thoughts, your comments. I'm ready for them. But I'm just speaking my honest opinion. This is what's on my heart. So, all right, man. Y'all take care, and I will catch y'all on the next one.